Good morning, it's Mr. Loren, and today is Flamingo Friday. Flamingo Friday, I wore my very special flamingo hat. Ow, hey, my flamingo hat. And I have my flamingo shirt, and I brought one of my favorite colors, the color pink. I love the color pink. My favorite color is the color blue. Close your ears, little flamingo. Is the color blue and green, but I also love the color pink. So today is Friday. We made it through the week, and today I want you to look all around your house for things that are pink. Maybe you can find things in the closet or in the living room, all over. We're still going to do some activities for bees today, but we're also going to do some flamingo work. Some pink flamingo work. Flamingos start with a letter, the letter F for flamingo, which reminds me of Friday and fun and family, all those great words that we love. So have a great family fun Friday with flamingos. All right? I love you, and I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. Here's our activity. Hi there, it's Mr. Loren. Happy Friday, and today we're going to do something outside again because it's still Earth Week and we've been doing some stuff with nature. So I'm standing underneath one of my favorite trees in my yard. It's a dogwood. A dogwood, that's a funny name for a tree. It's not because it has anything to do with dogs, but the wood is a little bumpy, kind of like a dog, I think, and the flowers are beautiful, like a little puppy. So I'm going to point you right up the dogwood, right up there. And you can see, you get to go taller than I am. And you can see how there's all types of little buds starting to grow on the dogwood. There they are. They're going to leaf out. They're going to get so beautiful. It's going to be white flowers. So today what we're going to do is we're going to look at different trees and measure them. So one way we can measure them is to see how tall they are, their height. Just like you, how tall are you and how tall are your grown-ups around you and your siblings, your brothers and sisters? How tall is your little pet? So we also want to see how wide they are. Okay, how wide they are all around them. So that's the waist of the tree. It goes all the way around. So I'm going to go measure the waist of this tree and you get to watch. I'm going to use a very special tool. You might even have this tool at home. It's called string. It's that easy. And I'm going to go to that tree. It's very windy, so if it starts to blow my phone over, I'm going to come running back, all right? Oh, it's starting to blow already. I hope the phone doesn't blow over. I'm going to go measure this tree. You going to come with me? Okay, here we go. I'm going to head over there. All right, you can see how wide the tree is, right? It's only about this wide. I'm going to show you about this wide all around. So, and then you can check to see when you have a tree, you can measure it to see if it's just as wide as you are, or if you're wider. So I'm going to move my phone back down here and let's see if I'm wider or the tree is wider. Okay, here's how wide the tree is. I'm going to pretend it's a belt. I'm going to put it around me and let's see. Ooh! I'm bigger than that tree. I'm wider than the tree. But there's some other trees in my yard. There's my favorite pine tree, that very tall one, right over there. So let's go measure that tree, all right? I'm gonna leave the phone here where it's not as windy, and I'm gonna run over there and measure that tree. Here I go. All right, I did it, I got it. This is how wide. I'm all stuck in the string. Here's how wide the pine tree is. It's as wide if I wrap my arms around it. So wide. It's wider than me. It's bigger than me. It's probably about as wide as two Mr. Lorens. Wow. So your job today is you gotta find some string or some yarn or some rope. Right? You can ask your grown-up and see if you can measure a tree outside. See how wide it is. Okay? That's one job for you, and I'm going to show you the other job. I have to go to the garage and get all the stuff we need. So let's go do that, all right? Okay, the next thing we're gonna try is a rubbing. We do rubbings in school sometimes where we take a crayon. You know, sometimes our crayons look like this, right? They have the paper on the outside, and that's great, but sometimes crayons break or the paper comes off. So a crayon might look naked. It might look like this, where it has no pajamas on. So that's okay, that's the kind of crayon we wanna use. We don't wanna use one like this. We wanna use a crayon that is just like this, right? The paper's off, and if your crayon is broken, oh, this one's not broken, but wait, oh, now it's broken. Oh, you can use a crayon that's broken too. And a broken crayon is great for doing rubbings. Remember, we like put the crayon on the paper and we can rub, and it makes a different kind of design. You can also use sidewalk chalk, because that's something we've been using. And sidewalk chalk like this. This one's been rubbed a lot. You can see it's flat on one side, right? It's not so round. So we're gonna do some rubbings too. I see another tree behind me. Another tree in my yard, and that is a great tree for rubbing. So I'm gonna go over there with you. Let's get a little closer. You get to see my yucky garbage cans in my yard, and you get to see my neighbor's house. Here's a tree for rubbing. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna take a piece of paper. You can use any paper you want. You can use construction paper that has color. You can use some scrap paper from the printer. You could even use some newspaper if you want. And I'm gonna put the paper on the tree just like this. Let me get all my stuff managed here so I can show you. All right, I'm gonna put the paper right on the tree like this. Just like that. And then I'm gonna rub with my crayon. I'm gonna rub because a tree has bark. And I'm gonna do a little tree rubbing. See if I can pick up some of those colors, all those bumps. Yeah, it's a little interesting. And I wonder if the chalk looks different if I use the chalk. What happens? Ooh, gotta be so careful because sometimes it wants to rip. And you have like a little tree rubbing, you have a design there, just like that. And if you want, you can add to it. So it's a little difficult to see with the sunlight. Let's bring our paper back over here by the garage and I'll show you, okay? All right, I'm back in my garage where it's a little warmer. It's so windy outside. And here's my rubbings. You can see there's all different kinds of colors and textures. Sometimes you can look at it and you can see little pictures in here. If you look closely, I see something here. It looks like this. Ooh, and like this. And something up here. Oh, wait, my rubbing is starting to look like something. Something really strange. What could it be? Oh my goodness. My rubbing looks like like a ghost. Boo! Oh my goodness, a ghost? So when I was rubbing with my crayon on its side, it was a ghost. And even my garage door has a little texture to it. Let's see, if I rub my garage door, look, this has texture too. It does, it has a little funny texture to it. So I can rub. Whoa, my ghost is turning into a ghost that's flying around in a blue sky. Now, can you imagine if I used a different color crayon? This one's the blue crayon, but can you imagine if I used red or black or orange? Ooh, I'd have a cool ghost. So there's a rubbing you can do. You can do it with a tree that's bumpy or a tree that's smooth. You can decide what kind of ghost you want, all right? There's your little ghost rubbing. I gotta think of a good name for my ghostie. What am I gonna call you? Should I call you Boo? Maybe you can think of a name and tell me a good name for the little ghost. You're so cute. Maybe you need to smile though. You look a little sad. I'm gonna give you a little pupil. Some pupils. Now you can see. You're looking right at the kids. Oh, when you see the kids, how does it make you feel? Oh, look, Ghostie's feeling a little happy. Boo is much happier. All right, Boo, good job. Uh-oh, Boo. What? Boo, that is not so polite. Boo is sticking her tongue out. Boo, no tongues. No tongues. I'm gonna turn your tongue into some teeth. There. Boo is now smiling with her teeth. Cheese! All right. All right, Boo. Time for you to go to bed. Have fun doing your rubbings. I can't wait to see what you do. Fun stuff. And measure your tree. Okay, later, dudes.